There's a palpable buzz in the air in Lausanne Arena on the final day of group play at the U19 World Cup, and we get set for a Group D matchup between the United States and Cameroon. United States 2-0, 88-73 win over Australia, 108-77 over France. Cameroon is 0-2 after losing by 25 to France, and in a tight one, 101-96 in double overtime to Australia. Michael Cerrone with you live on the FIBA basketball channel for the USA and Cameroon, rounding out group play on game day 3 from Switzerland. We'll get starting lineups and then tip-off from Lausanne Arena. United States, they finished 4th 2 years ago in this tournament, and they have come back with a vengeance. Tommy Lloyd said his guys know it, and they want revenge. Referees for today's game: Alexago dos Santos, Ventislav Velikov, and Fernando Parecido Leite Cabosante. Cameroon is in its first ever U19 World Cup. The starting five for the U.S., no changes from Game 2. Koa Pete, A.J. Debansa, Mikel Brown, Jordan Smith, and Marez Johnson. Marez Johnson started Game 2, not Game 1. He replaced Daniel Jacobson in the starting lineup. Tommy Lloyd, the head coach for the United States. University of Arizona head coach, also on the sideline. Micah Shrewsbury from Notre Dame, Grant McCaslin from Texas Tech. Cameroon looking for a stunner in this game. They're led by head coach Steve Chang-Gong. Silver in the 2024 U18 Afro-Basket Tournament. No changes in their starting five. Wilt Kinge, Noé Baum, Jadeon Bassett, Amadou Saini, and Ronnie Awanke. 5 in white. Amadou Saini, keep an eye out for him. 15 points, 24 rebounds in that game against Australia, and also a rim protector down low. It's hard to pick out one guy to look out for the United States. Mikel Brown was the key against France. He had 24 points. A.J. Debansa with 16, Koa Pete with 17. A loaded roster from top to bottom for Tommy Lloyd and this 2-0 squad looking to round out group play with one final win. The knockout stage gets going tomorrow. Tommy Lloyd coached the U18 America Cup team in his first FIBA event last year, but he's been going to FIBA events as a scout, as a coach, just not to coach FIBA teams, for 25 years. On the other side, it's Steve Chang-Gong at the helm of Cameroon. Group play did not go so well in the Afro-Basket tournament last year for Cameroon. They were 1-2, but went 2-1 in the knockout stage and finished with a silver medal to qualify for this U19 World Cup, their first. FIBA has partnered with Media Sports to showcase this game with advanced tracking data for a better viewership experience. An exciting one between the United States and Cameroon from Lausanne Arena in Switzerland. We're underway. USA in blue, Cameroon in white. There we go on the final day of group play. Brown, inside, turnover. Kinge pushes. Settled down, the first look for Cameroon. Kinge, corner, Awanke baseline drive, lost it, back to the U.S. Ronnie Awanke is the complement to Amadou Saini, 6'10", 17-year-old. Will be interesting to see how the U.S. go about defending the two of them. Marez Johnson is the big man. He's 6'9". Amadou Saini at 7'1". Brown, give it off. Johnson, patient for two. Morez Johnson starts the scoring for the U.S. Owanke. Kick back out. Bomb. Gets past Smith to the lane. Missed it badly, and it's controlled by Johnson. Morez Johnson had just 3 points and 4 rebounds against France after a 10-10 double-double to start the tournament against Australia. Brown, free throw line floater, doesn't get the bounce. Pete, offensive rebound. Johnson stays with it. Debansa lines it up. Off the mark. Johnson, another board. Cameroon finally gets it. Full court pressure from Debansa. Bassin, corner. Owanke, triple, good. Contested 3 for Ronnie Owanke. And Cameroon, they'll say that's a long 2. Foot on the line for Owanke. So we're tied early. Johnson down low. A foul. That's against Amadou Saini. He fouled out in double overtime against Australia. You want to keep him out of foul trouble if you're Cameroon. Morez Johnson to the free throw line. First one good for Johnson. He'll be suiting up for Michigan this upcoming season after spending his first year at Illinois. Michigan with 2 players in this U19 World Cup. Oscar Goodman from New Zealand as well. Johnson splits the pair. Jadeon Bassin was big late against Australia, had 24 on the game. Bassin weaves through to the corner. Owanke, good. That time it's a 3 for Ronnie Owanke, and Cameroon leads for the first time. Koa Pete down low, off the rim. Got his own miss, up, can't get it. Another look for Pete, and this time he drops it in. First points for Koa Pete, who has averaging 17 points a game in this tournament. He had 17 in each of the first 2. Brown pokes it away. Brown ahead, Brown coast to coast. Mikel Brown was 3 for 14 from the field in game 1, 8 for 11 in game 2. Another one for Owanke, missed it. Rebound loose and controlled by Debansa. Debansa stops to the corner, 3 for Brown. Quick 5-0 spurt for Mikel Brown in the United States. 10-5 lead. Bomb, baseline. And he stepped on the end line back to the U.S. Koa Pete walling off the way bomb. And Cameroon turns it over. Already 3, just over 3 minutes gone by. Brown leaves it off. Pete off the rim. Koa Pete with the rim rattler. 7-0 run for the U.S. Mikel Brown to Koa Pete.
Kubian has to put it up, and he does. He makes it. Watch out. Can you believe it? And he nails the deep triple.
Big time play, beautiful pass.
Well deserved, and the white and light blue confetti stream.
Angry slam for Koa Pete. 9-0 run for the USA. 6:29 to play in the first. It's a 12-5 lead. Mikel Brown with his second assist already. Brown has accounted for 4 of the 5 U.S. buckets. Full court pressure. Cameroon barely gets it across. Frank Belibi, 21 in the first half against Australia. Belibi 3 to shoot. Belibi turns, wild shot. Almost banked it in. Debansa for Pete, tipped. Belibi the other way. 3-on-2 for Cameroon. Belibi takes it himself with the left hand. Brown, that's a deep one. He hit it. What can't Mikel Brown do? The answer for passive. Debansa on a rack attack and one. Count the bucket for AJ Debansa. His first points.
Second personal foul. And 1 shot for
Foul against Amadou Saini. Already his second. Saini is a pure rim protector, so he will just hang around the paint and not come out to guard. U.S. attacking him early. He already picks up 2 fouls and goes to the bench. Steve Changong talking it over with Saini. Again, he fouled out against Australia, but it took 2 overtimes for that to happen. Debansa at the line. He converts on the 3-point play. Debansa to the bench. Caleb Holt replaces him. 18-10 U.S. just about halfway through the first quarter. Basson, step back triple. Too strong, long rebound to Holt. Holt to the rim, through contact. Strong rebound for Belibi. Belibi, floater over Jacobson and in. Frank Belibi giving up almost a foot to Daniel Jacobson. Doesn't care. Johnson, quick trigger. Offensive board for Jacobson. Batted around all the way into the backcourt. And it is an over and back. Never hit off a Cameroon player. I think it hit Tyron Stokes and went all the way back there. Tommy Lloyd doesn't agree. It's a 6-point lead for America. Inbound will come on this side of the floor, which means Cameroon has 14 on the shot clock. Up high bomb. Bomb, runner, off the heel, big follow slam. Cesare Yenan just came off the bench and he hammers it home. Jacobson against Yenon. Turns and in. Daniel Jacobson got the start in the first game, but not the last two for the U.S. His first points. Bomb, kick, corner, step back three. Balibi, too strong. Rebound tipped off the U.S. Tapped from behind by Jasper Johnson, so it stays with Cameroon. Bomb triggers in. Bassin, defended by Mandequit. Bassin, straight away three. That's contested and a foul. Three free throws coming for Jadeon Bassin. An overstep by Tyran Stokes getting in the landing space of Bassin. Bassin had 15 points in the opener against France, 24 against Australia, and he only got better as the game went on. Bassin makes the first two. He has one more coming. 6'1", 18-year-old. Three for three to make it a one-possession game. 3.5 to play in the first. Stokes. Johnson. Jasper Johnson gets inside, floats it up and in. Jasper Johnson has been much quieter than he was in last year's AmeriCup. Averaging 5 a game in this tournament compared to 10 last year. Yenon, hounded by Johnson. Three to shoot, Bomb, in the corner. Bomb, steps back, up, no. Tipped off the glass, controlled by Holt. Mandequit, Holt, Johnson, wide open. Can't make Cameroon pay. Stokes fights for the rebound, and he gets hacked. Persistence on the glass for the U.S. early in this one. United States already with 7 offensive rebounds. 2 foul shots coming for Tyran Stokes. Tyran Stokes played just over 3 minutes in the first game against Australia. Saw a lot more action in the France matchup. He played 15 minutes in that game. He was huge in the U17 World Cup last year. 12.3 points, 7 rebounds per game. Converts on both. It's a 7-point U.S. lead. Kinge takes it across the timeline. Pressuring defense from Mandequit. Johnson is there on the double. Bassin with 5 to shoot. Bassin, cross, up, way short. Stokes gives it up. Stokes into the paint. Stokes for 2. A quick 4 for Tyran Stokes. U.S. by 9. Largest lead of the first quarter. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Cameroon. A Group D matchup, the final one at the U19 World Cup. This was called the Group of Death coming into this event. So much talent between these 4 teams, US, Cameroon, Australia, and France. Australia and France matching up right now. It's in for Kingay. Lost it, but a foul. That'll go against Mandequit. First personal against J.J. Mandequit, just the second team foul for the U.S. Get it in for Kingay. Kingay to the elbow. The jumper is short. Contact. That's another one against Mandequit. He quickly picks up his second. We'll see if J.J. Mandequit heads to the bench after picking up two. He and Mikel Brown are the two true point guards for this USA team. Mandequit headed to Washington this season, Brown to Louisville. First free throw drops in. Wilf Kingay, 1 for 9 from the field in the opener for Cameroon, and then he did not score, or the opener against France, excuse me, and then did not score against Cameroon. Johnson tried to knock it off the rim. Awareness for the FIBA rules, but Kingay drops it in. Johnson, floater. In and out, stays loose, and Stokes cleans it up. Tyron Stokes has already tied his tournament high with 6 points. Bassin inside. Bassin fouled by Johnson. No, they'll get Tyron Stokes on the help defense, swiping in and fouling Bassett. Tyron Stokes picks up his second personal. Thought they would get Jasper Johnson, but Tyron Stokes dinged for the foul. Jadeon Bassin at the line. First one good. Bassin has done a lot of the ball handling to start this game. A 2-for-2 trip. He's 5 for 5 at the line. 8 points for Bassin. 7-point lead for the U.S. with 1:15 to go in the first. Hamenia comes onto the floor for the U.S. Johnson, Mandequit, Holt. Inside, Hamenia looking for Johnson, taken away by Kingay. Up the floor for Belibi. U.S. wanted to travel. Kingay directing traffic. Kingay drives in on Johnson. High off the glass. Another follow slam. Amadou Saini punishing the win. Johnson, leave it. Hamenia, 3-ball. Missed it. Belibi leads the break. Euro step. That foul goes against Jasper Johnson, his first. Pete and Mikel Brown back in for the U.S. 22.5 left in the first. Saini heads to the bench. He already has 2 fouls, and it'll just be 1 defensive possession to end the quarter for Cameroon. Cesar Yenan replaces him. Belibi at the line. First one good. Frank Belibi out of Colorado Prep in the United States. Played at Sunrise Christian, one of the top programs in the country, a couple years ago. 2 for 2 for Belibi. 3-point game. Brown with 10. Brown gets the screen from Pete. Brown steps into it. Too strong. Cameroon has time. Bassin, half-court heave at the buzzer. That does it for the first quarter. Cameroon keeping it close. 28-25. United States with the lead after 10 minutes of play. Cameroon ends the first quarter on a 6-0 run, and we have a 3-point game with 10 minutes down. 28-25, USA leading Cameroon as we get set for the second quarter from Lausanne Arena at the U19 World Cup. The final day of group play between USA and Cameroon. Become a FIBA YouTube member today. Unlock exclusive content, enjoy members-only videos and photos, access our dedicated server, and get more exciting perks. Pick one of our rookie, starter, or MVP tiers and be a part of our growing community today. Cameroon starting the second quarter with the basketball. Awanke defended by Hamenya, poked away. Nick Hamenya leading the break. Hamenya to the rim. He's fouled. Hamenya averaging 6 points a game through the first two. It'll be interesting to see how Nick Hamenya fits in at Duke next season with the amount of talent they're bringing in. Cam Boozer, who was a part of the U17 World Cup team for USA last year, also a forward. Dame Sarr, another guy they're bringing in from FC Barcelona and the Italian national team. Hamenya left early, back to Cameroon. Hamenya, a 6'8" forward, 18-year-old who ESPN scouts say could be a one-and-done at Duke. He's the first Duke prospect on the U19 squad since Cam Reddish suited up in 2019. Belibi. Up top. Bassin. Bassin with a hop step. High archer. Doesn't drop. Out of bounds. Last touch by Cameroon. Mikel Brown to walk it up for the U.S. Brown already with 8 points and 2 assists. Coming off a big game against France. Brown. Pete. 2 free throws coming for Koa Pete. He started the tournament with a 17-point, 10-rebound double-double against Australia. Koa Pete, Chandler, Arizona native, will play for Tommy Lloyd and the Wildcats next season. And he said this event has been great for him to learn Tommy Lloyd's play style and also get to know him outside of basketball as well. Spending a lot of time with him, traveling all the way to Switzerland. Pete goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. Passing to the bench, no way bomb, back in. Believe has it poked away by Hamenya. An 8-second violation. The clock does not reset when it goes out of bounds. Cameroon only had 2 seconds to get it across, and they could not. They turn it over back to the U.S. Turnovers mounting for Cameroon. Brown to the rim! A rim rattler for Mikel Brown! Already into double figures with 10. Bomb, kick, Kinge 3. Kicked out of bounds, back to the U.S. off of Wonke. Mikel Brown with some serious ups. Debansa, lob it up. That's too easy for Koa Pete down low. Bolibi and Baum combine to get it across. Kinge steps into it. Hamenya settles, zips it across. Smith, a 3. Off the mark. Grabbed by Hamenya, a jump ball. Hamenya and Awanke tied up for it. It'll stay on this end. Brown in for Smith. Back to Brown, wide open in the corner. Got it to fall. Mikel Brown doing it all offensively. 13 points. Debansa rips it. Debansa, two-hand flush. Timeout, Cameroon. U.S. on top, 40-25.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here.
12-0 run for the U.S. to start the second quarter, and it's a 15-point lead out of nowhere. 7:48 left in the first half. United States flexing their muscles in the second. Mikel Brown has 13 points, 3 assists already. Basson turns it over. 7th of the first half for Cameroon. He just threw it away that time. Hamenya off the inbound. Hamenya, baseline attack. Bounce pass for Brown. To the paint. Leaner. Falls. Mikel Brown is 6 for 8 from the field. U.S. pressuring the ball handlers heavily. To the basket, blocked by Pete. Ahead for Tabansa. Leads in and scores. 16-0 run. Baum loses it. Tabansa. A.J. Tabansa soaring in and lays it in.
Technical foul to the coach of Cameroon. 1 free throw for USA.
18-0 start to the second quarter in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. 21-point lead for the U.S. Mikel Brown at the line. First one good. It was a technical foul assessed to the Cameroon bench. Just one free throw. Make it 47-25. When the first quarter ended, this thing was 28-25. Across. Back for Baum. Baum driving and fouled by Smith. Noé Baum will head to the line. He had 18 points against Australia. He was 5 for 17 from the field, though. Finally ends the 19-0 run. First point for Noé Baum. Gets set for the second. Two for two, 20-point game. First points of the quarter for Cameroon. Hamenya, back to Brown. Tabansa left wing. Hamenya, rejected, stays with it. Hamenya for Brown. He's got to put up a shot. Inside, and he got it to drop. Mikel Brown is a magician with the ball. He has 18. Corner pop, off, tipped. Sadie keeps it alive. Baum a three. Left it short. Pete corrals. Pete down low. Tabansa. The USA making it look easy. 51-27. Pick and roll. Basson and Saney. Basson, kick out. Baum. Off. Offensive rebound and stick back for Amadou Saney. Jadeon Basson has both shoes off. I don't think I've ever seen that. You see one shoe pop off all the time, but both at the same time. That's a rarity. Amadou Saney with his second bucket. He has 4 rebounds. leading Cameroon in the rebounding column, but USA doing a good job for the most part on the glass, considering Saini had 24 against Australia. Smith steps into it. Straightaway three short. Saini grabs the rebound and gets fouled. On the swing, Awanke to the cup, and he got bumped. Two shots coming for Ronnie Awanke. Foul goes against Jordan Smith, who comes in at the elbow and swipes at it. Personal for Smith. Awanke to the line. Jacobson replaces Morez Johnson. First free throw for Awanke is good. Awanke goes 2 for 2. He has already matched his point total from the game against Australia. 20-point lead for the U.S. Pushing the tempo, Dabansa running to the rim, missed the layup. Bomb, corner, Nanta steps in, bomb, three ball, off the mark. Brown the rebound, up ahead for Pete. Koa Pete with a Euro step and lay in. Bastion breaks the press from Dabansa. Screen comes from Yenon. Bastion steps into a triple, short. Brown, inside. Dabansa comes out of the pack with it. Dabansa, shake and bake, three ball, short. Dabansa getting in there on Bassin. Loose on the floor, and a tie-up. Gideon Bassin diving on it, and a jump ball. AJ Dabansa wanting a foul as Jordan Smith heads to the bench. Cameroon looking for its first win, but trailing by 22 in their first ever U19 World Cup. USA trying to extend their group play record to 3-0. Won by 15 against Australia, 31 against France. The offense was unstoppable, 108 points in a 40-minute game. Referees discuss with Tommy Lloyd. Cameroon made it to the gold medal game in the AfroBasket tournament last year, lost to Mali in the finals 60-51, but the silver was enough to qualify them for this tournament. And again, no matter your record in group play, you make it to the knockout stage. All 16 teams will be there tomorrow. Bomb running the pick and roll. Bomb gets fouled. Foul against Jasper Johnson. His first. Bomb to the line. Away bomb, 2 for 2 at the stripe today. Makes the first. 6'3", 18-year-old Noe Bomb does a lot of the ball handling. To the corner, Debansa. Gets it right back from Pete. The three spins out, tapped by Jacobson. Bomb to the corner, Bassin. Give off, and Yenan lays it in. Debansa, Pete, free throw line jumper. Koa Pete has 12, 5 of 8 from the floor. Belibi. Behind the back, Belibi. Missed it, a whistle. Foul on the rebound. Steve Changong on the Cameroon sideline. USA calls a timeout. 3:09 to go in the first half. 55-35 America.
What a night of basketball ahead of us, folks.
This is what it's all about.
It's been all about thriving under pressure. You have to prove that you can finish.
Barcelona driving in, into the lane, and it up the bonus! What a rejection!
It is undeniable.
They win the FIBA Eurobasket title.
Always highlight-filled action when USA takes the floor, and you can catch them all on social media at NextGenHoops and hashtag FIBA U19. 3 minutes to play before halftime, 55-35 US leading Cameroon. Mikel Brown stepping back, Mikel Brown misses. Belibi, Nanta, throws it away to Holt. Caleb Holt, and one. Count the basket for Caleb Holt, a chance at 3. Caleb Holt, one of the best players in the country in the class of 2026. He'll play his senior season at Prolific Prep. Former high school of Tyran Stokes and AJ Debansa. Those two teamed up for a year there. Debansa now heading to BYU. Stokes 1 year of high school left at Notre Dame High School in California. It'll be a technical free throw for Caleb Holt. An unsportsmanlike foul against Noe Bomb. Holt at the line, sinks it. Ball stays with the U.S. after the unsportsmanlike foul. Brown will inbound from the sideline. 14 to shoot. Johnson looking inside, and it was tipped and taken away by Chakunte. Belibi off the front of the rim, pulled in by Johnson. Jasper Johnson finds Hamenya to the rim, reverse layup drop. Head up for Jasper Johnson, 60 to 35. Belibi, corner, Nanta. Back out to Belibi. Walled off, 3 to shoot. Belibi leans in with the left hand and scores. Crafty move from Frank Belibi to get out of trouble. He's got 8 points. Pete bodies his way in and gets bumped. Cesare gets whistled for it. Cameroon's got to be careful. They're 2 7-1 guys, both with 2 fouls. Yenan heads to the bench. Amadou Saini picked 2 up early. That's part of the game plan for the United States. Attack the basket, try to get the 2 big guys in foul trouble. They don't come out to guard the screener or the ball handler. First free throw is good for Pete. USA has partnered with Layup for their scouting. 10 times the speed of past workflow time to scout other teams. Layup has been a big help for Tommy Lloyd and this team looking at the other sides, and Layup taught US what Cameroon would do, especially down low with Sadie and Yenan, and they're exploiting that early, getting to the line often. Bomb inside, lost it. Up ahead for Pete. Poked away from behind, another unsportsmanlike foul. Foul against Bassin. Koa Pete had a clear lane to the rim. Second personal against Bassin. Pete at the line. 1:26 to go in the first half. First one good for Pete. He's got one more. Second one misses. Pete now 5 of 6 at the line. He has 15 points and 5 rebounds. Three Americans in double figures, Pete, Dabansa, and Brown. Cameroon has nobody in double figures. Bassin and Belibi lead the way with 8 apiece. Brown, Johnson, he'll try a 3. He'll hit a 3. Jasper Johnson nails it, 66-37. Bassin, screen from Saini, taken away by Johnson. Clear the lane. Alley-oop off the backboard. Bassin knocked it away. USA trying to get fancy, and Tommy Lloyd saying settle down from the sideline. Johnson off glass for Pete. Knocked out, back to Cameroon. Under a minute to go in the second. Bomb, lob it up for Saini. Tapped from behind, a foul. 10 team fouls for US now. It was swatted away by Holt. He doesn't like the call. Saini to the free throw line. Makes the first. 5 points, 5 boards for Amadou Saini. Hasn't been on the floor for as much as Cameroon would like. Picked up those 2 early fouls. And he sat for about 7 minutes. Saini splits the pair. Hamenya pulls down the board. Brown, Hamenya, right wing triple. Missed it wide. Almost a big putback slam for Hope. Brown, 3 to shoot. Holt, open. He hits. Caleb Holt drills it 69-38 with 10 seconds to go in the first half. Baum gets it across. Poked away. Johnson stops, pops, hits it at the buzzer. Jasper Johnson ends the first half with an exclamation point. 72 points in the first 20 minutes for the USA. What a second quarter for America. They outscore Cameroon 44-13. It's 72-38 heading to the halftime break. Don't go anywhere on the FIBA basketball channel. The fireworks continue for America after this.
L'événement, la finale de la 11e Coupe d'Afrique des Nations de basketball masculin.
Since 1962, Warriors have fought for the crown, creating legends with every battle. Warriors turned into princes, princes into kings, and kings into heroes. Now, a new battle begins. Who will be crowned next?
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
You should say a prayer, ain't nobody praying for you. Cause if I want it, then it's mine, that's what I'm saying to you. If it's ain't hard, you better leave. You try and cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Cause I bring the pain if we should ever meet. Tonight, you should really find a lifeline. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime. Hey, with the
up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
And there is a thundering dunk. Kubian has to put it up, and he does. He makes it. Watch out. Can you believe it? And he nails the deep triple.
Big time play, beautiful pass.
Well deserved, and the white and light blue confetti stream. Incredible! You can't make it up! In my house!
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets at more.com.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here.
What a night of basketball ahead of us, folks. This is what it's all about. It's been all about thriving under pressure. You have to prove that you can finish. He's got it for the dunk!
High arcing three. Barcelona's driving in, into the lane, and it off the bonus!
What a rejection! It is undeniable.
They win the FIBA Eurobasket title.
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
A second quarter onslaught for the United States. They outscored Cameroon 44-13 in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and they lead 72-38 at halftime. Leading the way for the U.S., Mikel Brown, 18 points and 7 assists. Noah Pete, 15 points, 6 boards. AJ Debansa at 11 points. On the other side for Cameroon, well, not much work in the second quarter. Judeon Bassin and Fred Faligi each have 8 points. Amadou Saini with 5 points and 5 rebounds, but they have themselves in a big hole to start the second half, which is less than a minute away. Michael Cerrone with you on the FIBA basketball panel from Lausanne, Switzerland, the final day of group play at the U19 World Cup. The knockout stage gets underway tomorrow. USA trying to go 3-0 in group play. They beat Australia by 15. They beat France by 31. And they have a 34-point lead at the break over Cameroon in the nation's first ever U19 World Cup. Cameroon 0-2 in group play. Their last game, double overtime, 101-96. You wonder if that could be playing a factor today, but the U.S. just dominant offensively and defensively. They have gotten production from just about everybody on the floor. Only 3 Americans have not scored. And one of them is Brandon McCoy, who has not played yet today, along with J.J. Mandequit and Jordan Smith. Second half underway from Lausanne Arena. 72-38, U.S. leading Cameroon. 20 to play. Brown lob it up for Johnson. Over the head, out of bounds to Cameroon. You don't see too many miscues like that. 7th turnover of the game for the U.S. Corner, baseline Awanke, walled off by Pete. And Ronnie Awanke turns it over. Now 13 turnovers for Cameroon. Noé Baum has 5 of them. That's the second for Awanke. Nope, it'll stay with Cameroon on this end. Baseline inbound in for Kinge, rejected by Johnson. Debansa the other way. Debansa to the corner. Brown, a 3. Yes! Mikel Brown continues to light it up for the U.S. He's 4 of 5 from distance. Kinge, the answer. Too strong. Rebound tip. Smith controls. Pete. Debansa, corner triple, wide. Bomb to the wing, 3 is up, short. Johnson clears, a whistle. Another shoe comes loose. Judeon Bassin again. He might have to size down. That's now the second time. The first time he lost both shoes at once. He might need a half size smaller. Debansa, corner, Smith the 3. Another misfire. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Cameroon. 14 on the timer for the U.S. Mikel Brown walks over to inbound. Already 21 points and 7 assists for the Louisville signee. And we get another unsportsmanlike call. We'll see if this goes against a player or a bench. Yeah, that'll go against Saini. Or will it be Johnson? It's a technical foul against Merez Johnson. He got tied up down low with Amadou Saini. Merez Johnson already has 4 personal fouls. 8:24 left in the third quarter, and he only has 1 more to give. We'll see if Tommy Lloyd replaces Johnson. For the time being, he's still out there as Amadou Saini goes the other way to the free throw line. And Tommy Lloyd now getting the explanation. Steve Changong on the other side, Cameroon's head coach. And now Lloyd will explain to his guys. And that will bring Daniel Jacobson onto the floor, Johnson to the bench. (75-38) U.S. on top of Cameroon. A slow start to the second half. Second quarter is just about as good as it gets for America. Outscored Cameroon 44-13. So exciting to see the future of college basketball out on this floor. Merez Johnson has been disqualified, as you see him on the left side of your screen. There he is. So Johnson heads to the locker room. Early exit after the technical foul. Amadou Saini also was assessed the technical foul, but the unsportsmanlike combined with the technical for Johnson forced him to exit the game. Saini cashes in on a pair. And now the referees go over to discuss. Fernando Lide, Alan Dos Santos, and Venceslav Velikov, the officiating crew today. And now they get it sorted out. It's Cameroon ball. No more free throws for Saini. Jovan Skundrich is the technical delegate for this game. Busy start to the second half for the officiating squad. Now we get it all figured out. Cameroon basketball. Ball handles up top. Looking for the bounce pass. Another whistle. Foul is against AJ DeBansa, trying to fight around the screen. Just the first for DeBansa. Bomb kicks. Kinge, step back three. Missed it off the rim, and DeBansa grabs the rebound. Pete, lob it up. Jacobson, that hit off the rim. Bassin pushes. Bassin, snatched back. He hit it through the contest of Jordan Smith. DeBansa down the lane. He's fouled. 2 shots for AJ DeBansa. Ronnie Awanke commits the personal. Second for Awanke. DeBansa to the line for 2. He's got 11 points, 1 for 1 at the line today. DeBansa reclassed up to 2025, and he will join BYU for the upcoming season. Should bring some electricity to Provo. Excited to see the duo of AJ DeBansa and Rob Wright, who they brought in from Baylor. It's reported DeBansa signed a $5 million NIL deal to play for the Cougars, and a very likely one-and-done prospect and a top 3 pick in next year's NBA draft. Baum zips it. 3 is up, off the mark. Skying for the rebound, Smith, loose on the floor, and he grabs it. Pete dribbles it back out. He lost it out of bounds. Back to Cameroon. Koa Pete and AJ DeBansa will square off in the Big 12 next season, and that will be fun. Koa Pete with Arizona. He said it's like a family, and that's why he stayed home and decided to commit to the Wildcats. And they are excited to see him in Tucson. Bassin, step back straight away, 3. Couldn't get another offensive rebound and stick back for Kingay. Pete just inside the free throw line, tipped around, Baum controls. No way, Baum, up ahead, a foul. The way Baum went crashing into the basket. A hard fall for Baum. Third personal against Koa Pete. Koa Pete is described as a versatile winner. He can really play 1 through 5 and guard 1 through 5. He's a double-double threat in any given game. Out of Perry High School, where he was coached by Sam Dwayne, who called Koa Pete a no-brainer NBA player. Dwayne also coached Cody Williams and Marvin Bagley, and he is very high on Koa Pete, who's a 3-time Gatorade Arizona Player of the Year. Second free throw missed, loose on the rebound, and a foul likely goes against Cameroon. It does. Fourth personal for Amadou Saini. Saini was in foul trouble in the Australia game, but he was much more of a factor. 15 points, 24 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He has 7 points and 5 boards in this game. Back in play with the U.S. 31-point lead. DeBansa, Smith. DeBansa. Stokes, kick out. Brown, can he have another? Yes, he can. Mikel Brown, 24 points, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. He's coming off a 24-point outing against France. He's already matched that less than halfway through quarter number 3. There's a foul against Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith Jr., first personal foul. Two shots.
Jordan Smith, another player who has 1 year of high school left at Paul VI, native of Washington, D.C., a highly touted recruit in the class of 2026. First free throw is good. Cameroon staying prideful despite going down big in the second quarter. They kept it close in the first. It was 28-25 after 10 minutes. And then USA pushed ahead and has not looked back. Brown, free throw line. Pete fading away. Missed it. Yenan skies in for the rebound. Bomb down the lane. Behind the back pass. Yenan couldn't control. A great feed for the way bomb, but Cesare Yenan had trouble with it, and Cameroon turns it over. And with this big of a lead, we'll see if Tommy Lloyd goes deeper into the bench. especially into the fourth quarter. Brandon McCoy, the only one who has not seen action. And USA down to 11 with Marez Johnson being disqualified. Brown slices through. Dabansa, a three. AJ Dabansa hits his first triple. He's got 16 points. 83-47. Bassett, kick. Ball missed it. Loose on the floor. Bassin was out of bounds. 5:05 left in the third. Barring a miracle from Cameroon, USA will go to 3-0 in group play. The revenge tour starting off the right way. And they will get set for the round of 16 tomorrow. Four of the 8 matchups in the round of 16 are set. And there's a three for Caleb Holt. Serbia will take on Germany tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That should be a great game. Bassin lines it up and sticks it. USA will get the 4th team out of Group C. Another three. USA lighting it up from deep. Jasper Johnson drills it. 39-point lead. Group C games will both tip off at 2 p.m. Jordan taking on Switzerland. Israel facing the Dominican Republic. Nanta kicks. Komet lost it. Up ahead, Johnson swiped away from behind. Dayon Bassin getting his hand in there. Pokes it out of bounds. USA with the ball and a 39-point lead. They came to play today. Again, they cruised to a win over France yesterday. Cameroon had to battle in their loss by 5 in double overtime to Australia. Stokes, Hamenya, a three. Nick Hamenya knocking it down. USA dominating. First triple for Hamenya. Bassin spins inside, hangs and scores. Dayon Bassin has been a bright spot throughout this tournament for Cameroon. He has 17 points in this one. Hamenya can't get another. Mandaquit. Holt will try. Missed it short, offensive rebound, and a foul on the floor. Dayon Bassin, 24 points 2 days ago. And he's got 17 today, shooting 40% from the field. USA was ready for what was coming from Amadou Saini. 7 points and 5 boards in this game. Again, USA has teamed up with the scouting service Layup, which makes it easy to scout other teams, hybrid video analysis. And USA, clearly something's working in that scouting service because they have a 40-point lead. And Amadou Saini is such a big part of what was to come. And they have held him silent. He has taken just 2 shots and only 5 rebounds. McCoy into the game for the first time. Hamenya walked with it. Brandon McCoy is the number 2 player in the country in the class of 2026, getting his first action of this game. He did not score in the opener, had 4 points against France in less than 4 minutes. Kinge, Basson, 5 to shoot, foul against Stokes.
Two shots for Cameroon. For captain, Julien Basson.
(92-52). Again, this was a great game in the first quarter, 28-25. The U.S. got out to a 9-point lead. Cameroon went on a run to make it a 3-point game. But since the second quarter started, it has not been close. They outscored Cameroon by 31 in that frame. And they have not looked back. Cast your vote for every game in the U19 World Cup on the official site. 98% of fans saying USA would win this game. Hamenya extends the lead. 95-54. The 98% of fans looks like they'll be correct. Komet whips it down low, taken away by Hamenya. McCoy slicing inside. He gets fouled. Brandon McCoy out of St. John Bosco, a high school in California known for its football program. But McCoy and St. John Bosco turning it into a basketball factory. He's on the board. JJ Mandequit and Jordan Smith, now the only Americans who have not scored today. McCoy has offers from Duke, Arizona, BYU, Kentucky. So he's got USA teammates from all those schools. You wonder what the recruiting pitches are looking like during training camp and here in Switzerland. Nice move from Komet, but he threw it away to Stokes. Stokes into the paint, whistle. Offensive foul. McCoy, a 6'4", 17-year-old, still has another year of high school left. He was so efficient in last year's U17 World Cup. 10 points a game on a 60% clip from the field. Believe just got shoved. Take another look at this. Tyran Stokes clearly extending the arms. Tyran Stokes heads to the bench after that foul. Daniel Jacobson back in. Jacobson is going to Purdue. Or he's going back to Purdue, only played in 2 games before fracturing his tibia. It'll be really interesting to see how Jacobson fits in with the Boilermakers. They're one of only 2 teams, Purdue and UConn, to bring back 60% or more of their scoring. And Jacobson, again, he was a part of the team last year, but with the injury, only appeared in 2 games. He said he wants to bulk up and get stronger before next season. That's a key in the Big Ten. A lot of physical play down low. And Jacobson, through his recovery, has made that a key. Mandequit, bounce pass, Jacobson, knocked out, last touch by Cameroon. Jacobson, a Chicago native, staying in the Midwest with Purdue. 7'3". We know what Purdue can do when it comes to developing bigs. Saw it with Zach Edey most recently. Hamenya, give, McCoy. Hamenya, a three, short. Holt, offensive rebound. Holt can't get it. Cameroon takes it the other way. Belibi gets rid of it, and Kinge gets fouled. Goes against McCoy. Cameroon playing with so much pride for their country. Again, their first ever U19 World Cup, playing on the big stage after a silver in the U18 Afrobasket tournament. We saw Mali, who won that tournament last year, get their first ever U19 World Cup win. Israel, another team. They have a win in this tournament, their first ever appearance. Israel led by Omer Meyer, who will join Jacobson at Purdue in the upcoming college season. Meyer has just been scoring at will, not only in this tournament, but everywhere he plays. Third foul against Cesare Yenan. The future looks bright for Cameroon, and their past has been very solid. Pascal Siakam, Joel Embiid coming out of Cameroon. And more big guys to be excited about. Cesare Yenan, Ronnie Awanke, Amadou Saini, a very intriguing prospect. Saini still 18 years old. If he can develop his game and have the ability to stretch the floor, at least defensively, because right now all I've seen from Amadou Saini is guarding the paint, but if he's able to stretch out and guard the stretch fours and fives, he could be a really intriguing prospect. Gregory Komet to the bench, Jacobson at the line. Too strong on the first. Daniel Jacobson with just 2 points and 2 rebounds in this game. He had more of an impact last year in the U18 AmeriCup, over 9 points a game, averaging just 4 through the first 2 games this year. Clock winding down on the third quarter. Jadeon Basson gives it up. Left wing three is good for Belibi. Mandequit stops at the elbow. He misses. Foul against Cameroon. JJ Mandequit has not scored today. He's another guy who was more important last year for this team. He played in the U17 World Cup rather than the U18 AmeriCup. He averaged over 6 points and assists per game. Jacobson back at the line, and he finally makes one. Jacobson now 1 for 3 at the stripe. USA inching closer to the century mark. We're still in the third quarter. 2 for 2 trip for Jacobson. 98-60. Kinge inside. High floater goes. USA pushes. Still time in the third. Mandequit gives it up. Hamenya at the buzzer. Nick Hamenya puts the U.S. up 101-62. That'll do it for the third quarter. 10 minutes to play. American dominance in Switzerland. Take to social media for all the highlights from this game and every other at the U19 World Cup at NextGenHoops and hashtag FIBA U19. USA 101-62 over Cameroon to start the fourth quarter. Something interesting on at NextGenHoops posted a highlight of Mikel Brown, and he collaborated on the post while playing. Kind of like LaMelo Ball saying, I don't run it. Mikel Brown might be in the same boat, but he is putting on a show for the U.S. today. Get the fourth quarter started with a quick floater that drops in. Hamenya blocked. Chikunte sets up Cameroon the other way. Falibi, corner, open, look, Kinge, got it. .50 run for Cameroon to start the fourth. Falibi inside, can't get the finger roll to drop. Yenan fights for it. Yenan fading away. Bolt clears for the U.S. Amenya. Mandaquit steps into it and drills it. First points today for J.J. Mandaquit. Reminder that FIBA has teamed up with Genius Sports. Augmented reality for these games at the U19 World Cup. Shot distance, shot probability, and defender distance popping up, as well as player names. Got a foul on the box out. Jacobson took a hard hit. Cesar Yenan came in like a linebacker. That's his fourth. 104-67 U.S. on top of Cameroon. Inside, look out. A lot of contact down there. Jacobson hit the deck hard. Good to see Daniel Jacobson okay, get up under his own power. Group D was called the Group of Death. USA has been nothing but alive in this tournament, especially today. The other matchup right now, much closer. 2:38 to play. Australia on top of France, 62-53. Australia trying to improve to 2-1 after their double OT win over Cameroon just a couple days ago. Jordan against Switzerland, Israel against Dominican Republic. Tipping off at 2 p.m. Eastern time over in Group C. Those will be the final two games of group play. Hamenya, kick, triple from Holt. Jacobson taps, Mandaquit keeps it alive. McCoy takes a hit, it's an offensive foul. We're going the other way. Illegal screen from Herman Bell. Well, you want to win by as many points as possible. Sometimes, before you get going in the knockout stage, a close game might benefit you a little more to learn about the team. USA has not dealt with too many close situations. Closest win in group play will be 15. And that was the opener. Tommy Lloyd said it takes time to have a team mold together. And he was excited to see how this team built their chemistry throughout the tournament. And he knows that they are not at their peak yet, which is pretty impressive considering they're up 39. but group play is when you get to learn about your team. The knockout stage is when it really matters. 3 games in group play. 4 games in the knockout stage, and if you're lucky, you're playing for gold on Sunday. United States trying to get back on the podium. Historically the best team in this event, but they finished 4th in 2023. It was their first non-podium finish since 2011. Not only from America, but countries all across the world, we've seen future NBA players suit up in this event. And now we get the future of college basketball. And a lot of those guys will take to the NBA. And their college careers are up. Mandequit drilling another 3. 42-point lead for the U.S. Ties the largest lead of the game for America. 109-67. Holt not on the same page on the backdoor cut for McCoy. Brandon McCoy saying that one's my bad. Holt thought he was cutting to the basket. McCoy stayed put. 6:39 to play. Impressive stuff in this one from America. Nanta can't hit. JJ Mandequit, future Washington Husky from Hilo, Hawaii. Hamenia zips it in, hit off the rim. Mandequit and Jacobson will face off in the Big Ten, Washington and Purdue, respectively. In the ACC, you have Hamenia going to Duke, Brown going to Louisville. And you have to wonder what the recruiting pitches are, like I said, for Brandon McCoy earlier, but for all the guys still in high school. Tyron Stokes is a native of Louisville, so maybe Mikkel Brown pushing him to stay home. Caleb Holt drills the 3. Lead is 45. That's the largest of the game. 112-67. Cameroon calls timeout. 5:49 to go.
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
USA dominating Cameroon 112-67, 5:49 to play in the final game in Group D before the knockout stage gets underway tomorrow in the U19 World Cup. Australia still up by 8 with 1:26 to go over France. That's the other game going on in Group D. USA beat both of those teams. Cameroon lost to both of them in much different fashions. A close one with Australia. It took 2 overtimes, and they lost to France by 25. Only scored 50 points in that entire game. USA also with a tournament high. They scored 108 against France. They've got 112, still more than half of the fourth quarter left. See if Jordan Smith comes back on the floor. He's a starter for the U.S., but he's the only American that has not scored in this game. Brandon McCoy has 1 point. Another timeout taken by Cameroon with 5:22 left.
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
The lead remains 45 for America. A dominant showing to end group play. JJ Mandaquit, he's got 6 points in this one. McCoy, Hamenya, thought about it. Mandaquit missed it short while fading away. Kinge turns it over to Mandaquit. JJ Mandaquit behind the back pass for McCoy for 2. The 6th assist for JJ Mandaquit, a pretty one. Mikel Brown and JJ Mandaquit, I said earlier, they're the 2 true point guards for this team. They have combined for 14 assists. 32 assists on 39 made baskets for the U.S. Team chemistry on 100. Kinge will try. Strong. Rebound tip, take it in by Kinge. And he's fouled by Jacobson. Wilf Kinge having by far his best offensive game of this tournament. 2 points against France. Did not score against Australia. He's got 13 today. Go along with 4 steals. USA as a team shooting over 50%. 50% exactly from 3-point range. Dominating on the glass, 55-29. Turnover margin is close, 21 for Cameroon, 18 for the U.S. Mandaquit the other way. Backdoor feed, McCoy, look out! Brandon McCoy, a rib-rattling poster! Mandaquit blocked. Holt, right wing triple. Puts it in. Caleb Holt now has 15 and 7 rebounds. Big game for Holt. His best of the tournament. Didn't score in the opener. Had 10 against France. 15 today, 5 of 10 from the field. foul against Gregory Komet, 2:53 to play. Australia, 69-63 lead over France, 39 seconds left in that one. Mandequit at the line. Foul from Komet upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. Mandequit makes both. AJ Mandequit, 8 points, 7 assists, 121-67. McCoy steps back, fires. Homenya grabs it. McCoy blocked, late whistle. 2 shots for McCoy. That foul call came in late. Brendan McCoy, an explosive offensive player. He's still 17 years old and developing his game, growing his body. But Brendan McCoy will be an impact player at the next level. 24/7 Sports, #2 player in the country behind only Tyran Stokes. McCoy with offers from just about every school in the country. One of those being Arizona, where his USA head coach Tommy Lloyd is at the helm. Tommy Lloyd kind of separates the college ball from the FIBA ball, and part of that just comes for his love for international basketball. Last year, the U18 AmeriCup, that was his first time coaching in a FIBA event, but he's been going since the year 2000. He went to the U18 Eurobasket tournament that year, which featured a French team that had Tony Parker and Boris Diaw. And ever since then, Tommy Lloyd has just been in love with FIBA basketball. He does a lot of scouting there. He goes as a fan. And he said it's a real honor to coach USA. Big rejection for Jacobson. McCoy the other way. Through contact, he's fouled. Another one for Komet. McCoy back to the line. McCoy, a native of Los Angeles. This is the first free throw. Second one for McCoy. Drops, largest lead. It's 56. Dominance from the U.S. Just over 2 minutes to go. Poked away. McCoy leading a 3-on-1. Lob it up for Homenya, lay it in. Bell. Another rejection for Jacobson. Another late whistle. 1:49 remaining. Herman Bell at the free throw line. Averaged a double-double in the Afro-Basket tournament last year. Hasn't seen as much playing time this year. That's his first point today. Bell was number 5 in that event last year with 10.2 rebounds a game. Much quieter in this U19 World Cup. Grabs his own miss. Trying to throw it off US. Homenya takes it the other way. Homenya, skip it. Holt, corner. Holt, step back. 3 up, 3 down. 60-point lead for America. Iarker for Caleb Holt drops in. 128-68. Koa Pete from the sideline. He sees himself on the big screen. There's Debansa showing it off too. Daniel Jacobson at the free throw line. Herman Bell committed a foul. Jacobson goes 1 for 2. Tommy Lloyd, you would think he'd have a smile on his face, but he's still focused on the ball being played. Another look at this Caleb Holt 3. Mandequit spinning. Mandequit fouled. Nope, a travel against JJ Mandequit. Mandequit out of Hilo, Hawaii. He was the first freshman to arrive for Washington. He's got a Big Ten play style, a very strong defender, gets to the rim downhill. He's trying to improve his three-point shooting. He's 2 for 3 in this game from deep. Here's Kingay stepping back with the shot clock winding down. Too strong. Komet, offensive board. Corner. Bell will try. Caleb Holt grabs it. Holt walks it up. 30 seconds to play. USA will move to 3-0 in group play. The #1 team out of Group D will get set for the knockout stage tomorrow. Cameroon will fall to 0-3. They're playing with pride, though, and a lot of it, in their first ever U19 World Cup. Dominance from the United States. Cameroon dribbles it out. The U.S. win 129-70. A 3-0 group stage Americans. Tommy Lloyd gets set for the knockout stage with all sorts of momentum. A 59-point win today. Leading the way for America, Mikel Brown, 24 points, 8 assists. Caleb Holt and AJ Debansa combining for 34. Nick Hamenya with 14. Koa Pete with 15. In a losing effort for Cameroon, Gideon Basson with 19 points. Will Kingay with 13. And Frank Felibi with 12. That does it for the final game in Group D. US 129, Cameroon 70. The final. For our entire FIBA crew, I'm Michael Cerrone, saying I'll see you when I see you from Lausanne Arena. USA 129, Cameroon 70, the final.